Good day everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I believe you are all doing good. Today I will talk about sexual violence, which include rape, sexual harassment and sexual abuse. Rape is a type of any sexual assault involving sexual penetration or intercourse carried out against a person without that person's consent. Rape is a forced activity which is unwanted and upsetting. Rape is a crime no matter who committed it, whether it's a stranger, a close friend, an acquaintance, family member, or a partner. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) defines rape as the penetration, no matter how slight, of the vagina or anus with any body part or object, or other penetration by a sex organ of another person without the consent of the victim. A rapist uses physical force or violence. They use drugs to take away a victim's ability to fight back. It also committed against a person who is incapable of giving valid consent, or unconscious, or someone that have an intellectual disability or below the legal age of consent. A situation where sexual intercourse is carried out with one spouse without the spouse's consent is also considered as a domestic violence and sexual abuse. In Nigerian Criminal Code Section 357, any person who has unlawful carnal knowledge of a woman or girl without her consent or with her consent, if the consent is obtained by force or by means of threats or intimidation of any kind, or by fear of harm, or by means of false and fraudulent representation as the nature of the act, or in the case of a married woman, by personating her husband, is guilty of an offense which is called rape. In most African traditions, woman cannot accuse her husband of rape because people will be wondering how can such be possible. Even her own family cannot believe or support her. They believe a husband has every right over his wife since he has paid bride price, without realizing that the woman is a human too. She has her own feeling, mood, emotion, and developed interest whether to do something or not. The rate of reporting, prosecuting, and convicting for rape varies between jurisdictions. Internationally, the incident of rape recorded by the police during 2008 ranged by 100,000 people, from 0.2 in Azerbaijan to 92.9 in Botswana, with 6.3 in Lithuania as the median. With data available on rape, approximately 35% of women worldwide have experienced sexual harassment in their lifetime. With data available on rape, less than 40% of women who experience rape seek for help, less than 10% seek for assistance, while others keep silent. In the US, it is estimated that less than 40% of rape are reported. Rape by strangers is not really common like rape by people the victim knows. It's so unfortunate that some fathers are also involved in raping their daughters. Women and girls between the range of 16 to 19 are 4 times likely to be victims of rape or sexual assault, as female students within the range of 18 to 24 are 3 times more likely to experience sexual violence, and people with disabilities are twice more likely to be victims of rape or sexual assault. According to a survey conducted by South African Medical Research Council, South Africa has 132.4 incidents per 100,000 people, which makes South Africa has the highest rate of rape in the world. The United States has a rape rate of 27.3. Only 9% of rapists in the US get prosecuted, 3% spend a day in prison, while 97% will walk free. Sexual violence, which include rape and sexual assault, is something that needs to be tackled in every country, as it's a serious violation of human rights and abuse. These are the top 10 countries with the highest rape rates. Number 1, South Africa, which have 132.40, Botswana 92.90, Lesotho 82.70, Eswathini 77.50, Bermuda 67.30, Sweden 63.50, Suriname 45.20, Costa Rica 36.70, Nicaragua 31.60, and Grenada 30.60. According to report from World Health Organization (WHO), rape and sexual abuse are results to gynecological disorders, increased risk of suicide, depression, chronic pain, injuries, infertility, reproductive disorders, sexual disorders, miscarriage, sexual dysfunction, pregnancy complication, pelvic inflammatory disease, psychosomatic disorders, unsafe abortion, unwanted pregnancy, sexually transmitted infections, including HIV/AIDS. Some ladies refuse to report a rape case due to many reasons, such as feeling embarrassment or feeling of shame, non-uniform legal definitions, not like their partner to be identified as a rapist, or they feel they are also at fault, like thinking that people will blame them while they follow or visit someone that's not their partner to a private place. A victim of rape can be traumatized, and the trauma symptoms might not show until some years after the sexual violence occurred. The victims may also develop symptoms of post-traumatic stress syndrome and may develop a wide array of psychosomatic complaints. The victims also react to some common emotions like distress, shame, embarrassment, guilt, helplessness, and anxiety. Many victims of rape experience different psychological and emotional disorders. Some of them live in fear, with threats from the perpetrator that they will be killed if they try to tell anyone. This leads to suicide for many of them, and if the rapist used to be someone closer to them, the likelihood of sustained severe symptoms is very high, especially if people blame the victims after being raped. Some of the rape victims recover within few months, while many of them suffer from persistent post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD), include re-experiencing of the rape, and this may lead them to depression, substance abuse, irritability, anger, flashbacks, or long-term generalized anxiety disorder. They live in phobias and may lose trust in anyone. They experience major depressive disorder and other difficulties. Those who experience rape need to report to the authorities and seek health care because the penetrative of rape commonly don't use condom, and this might cause unwanted pregnancy and disease transmission. This makes me remember what I read on social media some time ago about some gangs that raped a girl and they all contracted HIV. It sounds funny, but normally rapists and murderers, they're supposed to be brought to justice. They deserve to be punished. As sexual violence affects every part of the world, each country, states, cities, and communities should make their efforts to stop this crime. Sexual assaults may be prevented by secondary schools, colleges, companies, organizations, and universities. At least, let there be a program where there will be an enlightenment for the people about sexual violence. According to reports with regards to campus sexual assault, 2/3 of students knows victims of rape, while half of them knows perpetrators of sexual assault. Let those who have experienced rape or sexual violence talk. Stop being silent. This gives the perpetrators a chance to walk free and think what they are doing is normal. Stop killing yourself in silence. Stop putting yourself in depression. Speak out. Let the wicked people brought to justice. Let's stop immoralities in the society. Let's live in the world of happiness. Before I end this video, I would like to call the attention of our women to some things. Dear ladies, stop walking around almost naked. Stop staying alone with men, especially in a private place. If anyone is threatening you with death or telling to harm you, do not fall for their threats. Come out and shout. Let people know what's going on, and see if he has an ability to kill all the people in the community. Stop visiting an opposite gender alone, and avoid being alone with them privately. If anyone offers you a drink and you observe you are feeling sleepy, immediately after some sips, quickly run for your life. Is a trap. Prevention is better than cure. Run for that friends that's trying to rape or molest you. They are a killer. Run for those that are trying to assault you sexually, even if it happens to be your father. May God save us from such misfortune. And if you have experienced rape already, stop being depressed. Gather yourself together, be composed, and start a new life. A bend in the road is not the end, and the downfall of a man is not the end of his life. You still have many things to do in life, even if perpetrators, rapists, are not brought to justice. Remember the law of karma. They will surely meet their consequences. I will still discuss about forced abortion and verbal violence, including hate speech, in the coming video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Before then, take care and have a nice day.
Seeing you be my friend, but no one is like you, Allah. I wish to see you. Seeing you be my friend, but no one is like you, Allah. And I wish to face the Prophet Muhammad and be with him in Jannah. On this side, we are just passing by, like a river from the mountain, and never can water turn back to the town. We dream the dream that can never save us from the never take fire with you when you go. Whoa.